Hey guys, this is North back again with another video. Today's video, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about one of my favorite summer fragrances. I know summer is over, but this was something that I just couldn't wait to wear over the summer. I went through the rest of my 50 ml that I initially got, and now I have the normal size, which is the 125 ml. And as you see from the title, I'm going to be talking about Chanel Paris-Deauville. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, this particular line, which is called the Lizzo collection, I refer to it as like the Paris collection because every single one has Paris, a city, Paris, a city, Paris, a city, Paris, Venice, Paris, Biarritz, and there's, I believe, 5 in the collection, but Paris-Deauville is the one that is my absolute favorite from the line. There are a couple of reviews on YouTube about it, but it was released in 2015, and I haven't seen many recent reviews or videos talking about it, so I just wanted to give my 2 cents. This is my 125 ml tester bottle of Paris-Deauville. I actually just got this one in. I purchased 2 bottles before I went on holiday because I just wanted it, and I was able to get like just some reward points and get a couple of a few bucks off. But when I came back a couple of days ago, like 2 or 3 days ago, I came across a tester bottle of Paris-Deauville, and I told the guy, I said, I already have 2 bottles, but I'd been asking them for this for such a long time. They did have a few testers and a few like packaged bottles that were like discounted at my gray marketplace, but they didn't have Paris-Deauville, and he finally got it in. I told him I only had 2 bottles. I already had 2 bottles, and he said, you might as well just pick it up. So that's what I did. He gave me a decent price, which was less than retail. So I just went on ahead and got it. So now I have 3 bottles of Paris-Deauville. That's how much I like this one. So again, this is 125 ml. It was released in 2015. It's considered a cheaper fragrance. It's considered a just cheaper is what it says. So let's look at some of the notes. This one has basil, lime, Sicilian orange, bergamot, petitgrain, lemon, rose, and patchouli. So there, as far as the cheaper, there is the citrus at the top, and at the bottom, at the base, they put patchouli, which is a lot of times the replacement for oak moss, but there are no like resins in here, so there's no labdanum, and that's typically what the traditional structure of a Chypre Accord is. This particular one, Paris-Deauville, is supposed to commemorate the first boutique that Coco Chanel opened up in Deauville, which is like a seaside resort in France. And so from it, I get like in the opening, at least, I get like a herbally bitter citrus open with the lemon and the bergamot, and you do get the orange. So this is like a wonderful, just like one of a kind citrus fragrance. Now there are a lot of citrus fragrances that fit the bill, but from this whole line, they are all eau de toilettes, but they are in a cologne style, so they don't last that long. This one gets decent longevity for like a cologne style, but again, it's an eau de toilette, so I get maybe like 3 to 4 hours of projection from it, but it lasts longer than I expected it to. But it's just such a unique citrus fragrance for me. Again, for me, it's the best out of the line. Some people prefer some of the other ones, but as I've told a number of my friends that from this particular line, from the Lizzo collection, there's nothing that beats Paris-Deauville. For me, I believe I did my citrus list. It may have been number 2. I don't think it was number 1. But as far as Chanel's, this is one that I had to keep in my collection. I was just trying to come up on as many bottles as I could. I initially got, the way I even learned about it was just from testing a 50 ml bottle that I was able to get from the gray market. And from there, I just fell in love. So again, I just wanted to give my 2 cents about Paris-Deauville. It's a great summer citrus scent. It's something that I personally could have worn the entire summer and probably not gotten tired of it, because citrus scents are so light and they're so generic in a sense to where you don't really get like burnt out on it or like nose fatigue to it. It's just something just to spritz on to uplift your spirits, and that's what this one does. If you haven't had a chance to smell it, if you love citrus scents, if you like anything in the cologne style, I'm thinking of like Paris, Monte Carlo, those Italian ones, you're definitely going to love this one. This one is completely unique to other citrus fragrances that I have. That's why I rave about it so much. And for me, you can have so many citrus fragrances. You can have as many as you want. But for me, I wanted to try to narrow down the citrus fragrances that I felt like I was in love with. And this one is one of them. So that I can maybe in the summertime, maybe alternate between 3 or 4 or 5 of them, but maybe have like 300 milliliters or 400 milliliters of it. And this was one I was, when I decided to make the change, that I wanted to do that. If this came in a 200 ml bottle, I definitely would purchase it. I love the eau de cologne style because it's not that eau de cologne style is the origin of perfumery, but it's sort of like this style is the origin of perfumery within Europe and within Italy and just Europe in general. So again, the eau de cologne originated in Germany, but it was an Italian perfumer, so it was called eau de cologne because of the city that he lived in Germany. And since this style of fragrance has its history sort of back then, it may date a little bit earlier than that. I've always kind of fell in love with that style. I also love different types of scents. If you've seen my video, I don't want to make this too long, but again, if you haven't tried Paris-Deauville, please do check it out. If you love citrus scents, have you tried it at all? What are some of your favorites from the Lizzo collection from Chanel? Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. I do want to give a shout out to all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys checking in, subscribing, liking the videos, leaving comments. I finally made it to 1,400 subscribers, which is a monumental feat for me. So I'm just going to try to keep making content, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.